Hi, my name is Samar, but I also go by Sam or First Time Panner, whichever you'd like you can call me. Today I'm doing an update for my old new Gifted Blue project pan, and this is my, I believe, fourth update because I think I started this in January, but this has been going on for a very long time, and it doesn't really have an end date. There are at least like 5 other people who I know are doing this, so definitely check out the hashtag that I'm gonna put both on YouTube and Instagram, and I'm sure there are people on Facebook as well. But yeah, as I was saying, this project doesn't really have an end date. It kind of just started, you know, everyone always makes fun of me when I say this. Kind of just started willy-nilly because Jessica and Misty were talking about a project that they wanted to create based on the wedding saying old, new, borrowed blue. And Jessica kind of created this project for Misty, who wanted to incorporate old and new products in a project and also not do borrowed because it's a little bit gross to borrow makeup in most cases, so they just changed it to gifted. So I will link both of them down below. Also, excuse me, some other people I follow on YouTube and Instagram are doing this project, so I definitely encourage you to check everyone out and join if you'd like. It's a really chill project and there aren't that many people doing it, so it will be fun to have some other videos to watch. But I'll just get into the update. So I'll start in order of the saying. So old. My old product was my KVD or Kat Von D Studded Kiss Creme Lipstick in the shade Sanctuary, which is a brown leaning purple. And my goal is to finish this, and it always looks the same no matter how many times I use it. But I did use this, so here's where it is now. And I use this like at least a handful of times because I was pairing this with another lip gloss that I was panning, and I met my goal on that lip gloss, so I definitely used this a bunch. But it's just, it takes a while to use up. I'm going to try to amp up my usage on this because I was kind of like focusing on the other one of these that I have in a different project, and then also kind of just playing around with a bunch of new lip products that I got on the Sephora sale. I'm wearing one of them right now. Excuse me. And then I had like actually a lot of occasions that came up in the past month where I kind of just wanted to wear whatever I wanted. But that's over now, so I'm going to start refocusing my attention on this and try to, ultimately I would love to get this out by next update, because then that would be like, I guess that's only 4 months, but I want to like get these out in the first half of the year. But I'll say July, because then I think that'll be 6 months of working on this lipstick. So yeah, I'll say July is the very last time you will see this, because I'm really going to put in the work for this. That's going to be really embarrassing if I don't meet that goal. But moving on, the next product is new, and for that I had in my Kaleidos or Kaleidos, I don't actually know how to say it, everyone says it differently, but this is my I'll just say Kaleidos Futurism Volume VII Sashimi City palette that I very recently got. At the time, this was pretty much my newest palette, but I did buy another one of these when I also bought this because these are no longer being sold, or they're on their way out. They're being discontinued, and I really wanted to try them, so I just picked this one and another one up. And I'm on this kick of like, every time I get a new eyeshadow palette, I just want to use it right away. So I just put it in a project no pen left behind style, which is what I did for this one, just because I hate that a lot of my eyeshadow palettes just sit unused when I first get them. So I actually wore all of these shades twice instead of one time. And that is because I was actually able to use all of these shades in one look. Like, that's how I just ended up using it, because it works out that way. And they all, you know, they all look really nice together. Oh, my fingers are still kind of gross, but I found my nail polish remover, so this is gonna be gone today. um, and yeah, so I kind of just used them all in the same look, but I recreated that look and I'm wearing it right now for a few reasons. One, I felt like just using the palette literally once was kind of like, it didn't, even though I hit my goal, it didn't really feel like I was doing anything substantial, which is the whole point of putting these palettes in projects. And also, I have never had as many compliments on my eyeshadow as I had when I used this palette. I'm not even kidding. 5 or 6 different people complimented me on my eyeshadow that day. Friends, coworkers, complete strangers. I was getting a lot of compliments, which was like really odd for me, because the first time I did this eyeshadow, like, I messed up a few times, and this was like before work where I was using this, so it kind of didn't look the best, and I was like not feeling confident about my eyeshadow. I just wanted to go home and take it off, but then I kept getting all these compliments. So this is what it looks like. I'll try to take a picture and see if possibly I can do it justice, because the colors actually look really beautiful. It was just that day it didn't come out the best, so I was surprised when I was getting excuse me, I was surprised when I was getting all these comments on my makeup, and it really made me feel confident about it. And it just shows how beautiful this palette is, because even when it didn't look that great, in my opinion, I still got all these compliments on it, and the colors just work really nicely together. So it's really even though you kind of get the same look every time, if this is the look you're going for, it's a really, really beautiful palette, because the colors blend together so well. And the two shimmers, I'll swatch this, but the two shimmers in here are really, really beautiful. I'm wearing both, of course I'm wearing both of them, but they're just like really poppy. They're not like super crazy foiled, they're more on the dry side, but when I use my finger, they look so beautiful. And just, yeah, I love this palette so much. If I'm ever wanting like a pinky, like golden type look, I'm definitely gonna reach for this palette again, because it's so easy to create this look and it looks stunning, honestly. So the rest of my makeup doesn't look the same as that day, because this is my filming makeup. But yeah, this is what it looked like, and I'll swatch the palette right now. So here's what the palette looks like. The only one that I didn't swatch was this one, because I only have 5 fingers, and it's the exact same color as my skin tone. I was just using this to set my eyeshadow primer. So, I mean, just look at my skin, that's what color it is. But here is what the palette looks like. As you can see, the shimmers are like very just like ethereal and beautiful. And this the second to last color, which is this one, I think it's called Salmon, what is it, Salmon Skyline. It turned out, I mean, I didn't read the shade name, so if I had, I would have known, but it turned out more pink than it looks in like the swatches and the online photos. And at first I didn't like that, because I don't really like pink makeup, but I think because it's like more of a like peachy salmon color, the pink turns out pink on my like a true pink on my skin, but it doesn't turn out like a super bright or pale pink as like a regular pink would look on me, because the salmon kind of blends into my skin tone to give a beautiful like true pink on my skin. So I actually really like how that looks, and I'm glad that I have that color in my collection now, along with all of the colors. I feel like I talked about that enough. This video usually isn't that long, so I'm gonna move on, but this is just like so stunning. I love it. Okay, there was probably an angle change. because I'm wiping off the swatches, and I actually set my phone on top of a tissue box to get this because my phone stand is nowhere to be seen, of course. And I'll just move on. The next prompt is gifted, and for this whole project I've pretty much been using like stuff that I got as a free gift with purchase, or like free samples, which are technically gifts. So for that, I threw in my Tom Ford Tobacco Vanille perfume sample, and I put this in the project with a goal to finish, because I was contemplating buying the full size of this,
but I didn't know if I liked it enough to do that. Even though I do love this perfume, it's $70 for a trial or a travel size, and I was like, I need to really love this perfume if I'm gonna spend that much money on it. Even though I got it with like my Sephora Rouge gift card, it's still my money that I'm gonna be spending on potentially other products. So at first I thought I wasn't going to buy the full or the travel size because I have another one of these. Actually, I got two coincidentally in the same order. Sorry, I'm looking at people outside my window. Also, there's a giant shadow on my forehead that I can't get rid of no matter how I change the light, so sorry. But at first I thought I wasn't going to buy this because I have another sample of this, and this one was taking me forever to get through. I think this lasted me like 2 weeks of use just to finish this because it's really strong. You only need to spray twice with this, but I eventually did just buy it because there was a deal on fragrances where you get like 4 times the points, and I realized in winter I'm definitely going to be using this a lot, and I mean a sample isn't going to get me that far if I'm like actually wanting to reach for this every day, rather than now in the spring I wasn't reaching for this all the time. So
that was a very long-winded answer. Point is, I finished this and I bought the travel size. For my blue product, I have my e.l.f. No Budge Shadow Stick in the shade Blue Steel. My goal, just like last time, is to use this until, well, here's what it looks like, and I'll show you a swatch of it. My goal for this is to use it until the tip is flush with the packaging. So here's what it looks like. There, you can see the blue if I hold my hand like that. And then I'll like smudge it out a little bit. So here's what it looks like. Not the best swatch because the lighting kind of sucks. But my goal is to get it underneath or flush with the packaging, and I have not yet hit my goal, but I mean, look at that. There's hardly anything left. If I just use this 2 more times, then I will meet my goal, but I didn't really want to push myself on that. Like I said last time, I'm kind of just like enjoying using my makeup as I please, and a lot of the time that is with my Project Pan makeup, but not all the time, and I don't want makeup to become a chore. So yeah, this will be staying in for another month. And how I've been using this is a few times I have used this all over my lid, but that's pretty much just like if I'm like going to Starbucks to pick up some coffee. I'll do like some light makeup and then throw this on. But another way that I've been using this that I've really been liking is I'm saying so much in this video. I have kind of like for the past month been doing almost the exact same eyeshadow every day. Super simple 2-shade matte look. And what I've been doing to spice it up is put a little bit of this on my lower lash line, and it creates a pop of color without being like too crazy and bold for work, and I get use out of this, so it's kind of a win-win, and I've been enjoying using it like that. I don't use that much product every time because I'm only using it on like a very small surface area, but if I just keep using that for a while, then I will get my uses and I won't be putting too much pressure to wear this all over my eyes every day. So that brings me to the roll-ins, and I have 2, one for new and one for gifted, and I'm gonna follow my same trend. I know it's very boring, but this is kind of what I'm using this project for, I've decided. So to replace my Sashimi City palette, I'm going to put in another Kaleidos palette, the one that I talked about buying with that one. And this is Lunar Lavender, which is Volume VI. My goal, again, will be no pan left behind, and I'll show you what the palette looks like. So here is the purple palette. I recently finished or hit my goal on a different purple palette, so I feel like I'm ready to bring this one in now. And I haven't used it yet. I've only like swatched a few shades, so I'm really excited to start working on this and get use out of it because it's been in my collection for 5 or 6 weeks now and I haven't used it, and I'm kind of just like itching to try it out and see if it's just as beautiful as Sashimi City. So yeah, I know I'll be able to hit my goal on this by next update, but I don't know if I'll be able to use all the colors in the same look like I was with this one. We'll just have to see. If I am, then again I'll wear this in the next video, but if not, I'll try to take pictures of the different looks that I create with this. But yeah, I'm really excited about this one, especially since the other palette was so stinking beautiful. And the item that I'm bringing in to replace my gifted item is another free gift with purchase, and that is my Olehenriksen Banana Bright Vitamin C Serum. I got this in a little trio sampler pack of like a skincare set, not just from this brand, but it was like some random like deluxe samples of skincare from Sephora. And I wasn't super into all of the items, but I may as well just use them since I have them. Vitamin C doesn't usually agree with my skin, but every so often I try to reintroduce it into my skincare routine just briefly because I do have dark spots excuse me, dark spots on my face from like acne marks, so I try to use vitamin C serum just to fade them a tiny bit, but I don't like to use it for too long because vitamin C, every time I've used it, has broken me out. So I have to use like vitamin C to fade away my dark spots, and then I have to use like different skincare to get rid of the breakouts that I get from vitamin C. So deluxe size sample is kind of perfect for that because traditionally deluxe samples last me 2 weeks, which is I think the amount of time that you're supposed to use vitamin C for it to start working. So we'll see if this even does anything for me. Maybe it won't break me out and this is the vitamin C that I've been waiting for my entire life, but I kind of doubt it. Regardless, my goal for this will be to finish it. And yeah, I've heard a lot about this, but I've never tried it, so I don't know. Maybe it is as good as everyone says. I'll just have to see. But that will be my update for this project. Other than the lipstick, because I know I'm not finishing that next time, I think I can get all of these products out. So yeah, I think next update will be very exciting. And I'm gonna go on my morning coffee run with this absolutely beautiful makeup that no one except for the barista is going to see. So thank you for watching. I appreciate it. Definitely check out the hashtag for everyone else who's doing this project. Feel free to join in. It's really fun and no pressure because there's no end date. So yeah, but other than that, I hope you have a great day.